with David Llanelli, the Police Crime Commissioner. David, you've been in post since 2017. What have you achieved? What would you rank up there amongst some of the top things you've achieved so far?
Well, the biggest achievement, I guess, is the reinstating of the CCTV systems across the Dyfed Powys area. So Llanelli is one of the towns that has had a reinvestment in the CCTV. And it's different to the old system in the sense that it's been monitored now at police headquarters. And I think that's a really important message to get across to people, really. It isn't just the fact that I've reinvested and spent public money in effect on that investment, but it's being monitored and used on a day-to-day basis by law enforcement to keep communities safe.
You said you'd be a commissioner who'd go out to get out and meet the communities, meet the police and so on. You're here, in Station Road at the coalface, if you like. What are the benefits been to that kind of approach? What have you seen? What are the issues? What's been fed back to you?
Well, I'm getting the unfiltered version then of what's happening on the streets, and part of the day-to-day is for me to be here in Llanelli, engaging with the public. I'm going into the town to speak to the Business Improvement District group in order to hear first-hand their experiences, and from that experience you're then able to ensure that the resources are put in place. So specifically thinking about Llanelli, we've put a dedicated police constable into the town, or the Chief Constable has, following some of the discussions I've had with the Chief Constable, and that's been of huge benefit to the local businesses. And hearing unfiltered from the public is something I'm keen to ensure I achieve and will continue to do.
County lines we know is targeting towns like Llanelli, Carmarthenshire, Dyfed, West Wales, massive geographical area. Have you been effective there in tackling that?
I think we have been effective. We've seen an extra 100 people arrested across the Dyfed Powys area in the last 2 years linked to the drug supply issues that we have. So we've seen a huge increase of additional proactivity by the police service of Dyfed Powys. Now I'm funding some additionality in that. We've just recently announced some operations in Powys where we've seen some additional arrests, but it's across the whole of the Dyfed Powys area. Yes, it's in perhaps more stark, sort of obvious nature in places like Llanelli in particular, and pockets elsewhere across the Dyfed Powys area. But what we're trying to do, and what I'm trying to do as the Commissioner, is to tell and show people really that this isn't acceptable and that we're doing something about it proactively.
And here you are, you're in Station Road. A town like Llanelli again, you talked about funding there. There have been cuts, there have been closures, people have concerns, police stations closing and so on. How can you cope in a town of this size, for instance, the largest in Carmarthenshire, for instance, without a really big presence? Are you just smarter in the way you're policing, or what's happening?
There has to be an evolvement of how the police respond to incidents. But what is pleasing, that we're continually in negotiations about building a new police presence, i.e. a police station for the Llanelli area. It's likely to be slightly outside of the town in terms of a custody facility,
right,
but we will always retain a community presence in the town. So where the current police station is, that is not moving. It will be retained, and that's really important because it is a stone's throw away from the town centre. It's not very far from places like we are here today in Station Road. It's important for us to keep those facilities available to the public.
And are you aware of what's going on? How closely linked are you with the community leaders getting feedback? We're a stone's throw here from us called Penrose, a massive success there, and all the children coming from the community here. But yet, as we see and we know here on the Station Road, you only have to read the local papers or the websites and you see massive crime problem, massive drugs problem.
There are issues. I think the Ysgol Penrose is a huge success factor, and the Unitary Authority, Carmarthenshire County Council, in fairness to them, are looking, and I'm working very closely with them on the regeneration of areas within Llanelli, and this particular area of Llanelli is a focal point for that activity, and we will see some significant investment over the next few years. And aligned to that, I am putting specific resources into the Community Safety Partnership. I've had an extra £25,000 to fund groups within Carmarthenshire, but in addition to that there will be an extra fund available, £50,000 for the Glanamore and Teesha Awards, specifically for community groups and community projects in order for us to try and address some of these issues.
David, looking at again crime reporting, if you like, it's dire at the moment. The court cases, people want to see justice being done, don't they? Are you concerned about the lack of reporting on crime now in local journalism and the court specifically?
Oh, it's very important that we have that local reporting of incidents and that we see it so that people understand what the issues are. There's no point trying to brush anything under the carpet. I'm a commissioner that wants to hear the good news, yes, but also the bad news, and I need to try and respond to that ultimately. That's the point. So I'm keen to hear and to work with local newspapers and journalists to get the real truth and the stories out there. I think social media is a powerful tool these days, but can sometimes be a little bit too focused and at times a little bit too negative as well. We must remember that there is a lot of proactive work ongoing, and hopefully the force are responding to that. So we've seen Dyfed Powys Police being vocal about the successes that they're having, but it's just, you know, part of their day-to-day activity. We mustn't see it as a unique set of circumstances. This is what they're here to do. They're here to serve the public and respond proactively.
And how much have you got left of your tenure now?
Yeah, I've got less than a year.
Right.
There'll be another election.
Another election, yeah. You're standing for that?
I am standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had the nomination from Plaid Cymru again, so I'll be standing again as the police commissioner, and hopefully I'll be able to stand on the strong 4 years of delivering the CCTV into the town centres, but also we're doing a lot of work at the moment about trying to reconfigure the neighbourhood policing teams.
Right.
And I think that will be a positive move, and hopefully we will see the positivity then resonating out to the communities. They'll feel a difference, that they'll feel and see a difference with the police being present in their communities.
So in essence, far more proactive, be it visibility, chatting, community involvement, take participation as well. We see the PCSOs at almost every event we attend.
Yes, and that's what we want. We want the public service, in particular the police service, who are there working side by side with other community leaders, town and community councillors, unitary authority councillors who I'm working with on a daily basis, and hopefully they will support me ultimately in not just the sort of re-election, but in the work that I'm trying to achieve.